Prime Minister Modi, we call on him to continue reaching out to President Putin. Prime Minister Modi, we call on him to continue reaching out to President Putin and explaining to him that this war is against the interests of all. The only person on the entire planet who is interested in this war is President Putin himself. The people of Russia are not interested in this war either. Moreover, we have to take into account another factor. India is one of the largest consumers of Ukrainian agricultural products. And if this war continues, it will be difficult for us to seed new harvests and then to collect it. So again, even in terms of global food security and Indian food security, it's in the best interest to stop this war. And to achieve that, call Putin, demand from him to stop this war. Ordinary Indians can put pressure on the Russian embassy in India to demand from them again to stop the war. Ukraine does not need this war. We are fighting only because we were attacked, and we understand that we have to defend our land because Putin does not recognize our right to exist. But every country in the world can help us by demanding from Putin to stop the war. For 30 years, Ukraine was a welcoming home for thousands of students from Africa, from Asia, and they never had problems here. They were well integrated into our society, and everything was fine. They lived normal life. Many of them stayed in Ukraine after graduating from universities. The Russian aggression changed it all. And as together with Ukrainians, they suffer from Russian bombardments, from Russian shellings, and from Russian indiscriminate shooting. The best Russia can do now is to stop fire and to allow everyone, including foreign students, to leave these besieged cities through Ukrainian territory. To facilitate the withdrawal, the movement of foreigners from Sumy, from Kharkiv, Ukraine arranged some trains. We also set up a hotline that that foreign students can address. We work closely with relevant embassies and coordinate our efforts with them. Our border guards were instructed to provide foreign students with all necessary assistance. The Ukrainian government is doing its best to allow foreign students to leave the country in the safest way possible under the circumstances. If Russia stops manipulating the issue of foreign students and stops the fire and agrees to a ceasefire, they will all be safely evacuated. So your governments of India, China, Nigeria, other countries whose students are locked up in Sumy and Kharkiv, I encourage you, I call on you to appeal to Russia, stop fire, allow civilians to leave these cities through the territory of Ukraine. What we're observing now is the manipulation by Russia. They try to win the sympathy of the countries I mentioned by accusing Ukraine of keeping these foreign students as hostages, of violating their rights, of discriminating them. But I would like to say once again, for 30 years, Ukraine was a real home for your students. And it continues to be a home for them, even under the fire of Russia. One country cannot change in one day. And trust me, your students, your nationals living in Ukraine, they enjoy the same level of support from their neighbors, from their Ukrainian neighbors, friends. The only reason of the current problem is the way Russia tries to destroy our cities, which became home for both your nationals and Ukrainians.